And you've been around the NFL and, played a couple of years. Your dad was in the NFL for a long time. And you see, and we've talked about some of these Christian athletes. How do they keep their ego in check? We all have egos. Mm-hmm. If you're a human being, you have an ego. But especially these guys who have been told how great they are since they were 5 years old in Pee Wee football.
Right.
And, and so you're told that over and over and over again. Here you are in the National Football League. You're getting paid millions of dollars to perform on Sundays. And so how do these guys I guess a lot of it would be their individual personalities. I understand that. But, two, how do you keep this from going to your head?
Tim, the guys that do it so well, and there's a lot of them in the NFL, about 95% of the guys do it right in this league. I mean, you hear about the few guys each year, because that's how the media works. They want the salacious, they want the bad stories, because they think that sells. But the players that I've come across, like we've talked about, Reggie White, Kurt Warner, Anquan Bolden today, Alex Smith, when you talk to their coaches, they have two different personalities. When they walk on the football field to play, that's where you have to have an ego. That's where you have to feel like I'm the biggest gun on the earth, and when I walk on here, nobody can beat me, and I'm going to get it done. But I'll tell you something Reggie White said to me back in 1996 when we came here. Someone asked him that same question. He said, listen, I'm a football player for 2 hours on Sunday. He said, when I go on the field, I'm going to sack you. I'm going to get the quarterback. I'm going to help him up and tell him to love Jesus, but I'm going to knock him out.
Well, if that's the case, Reggie White told many quarterbacks to love Jesus.
He said, I'm going to knock him out. But he said, when I'm off the field, I'm first a Christian, a pastor, a father, a husband, and that's who I am. A lot of them you'll hear them say, that's my platform, and I'm not going to do that forever, but I use that to reach other people. But the bottom line is, when I'm not doing that, I'm just a person like anybody else. This is just my job.
Yeah.
And those guys get it, the foundations. Where the guys get hurt, what's hard for the young guys today is that they come out at 18, 19 years old. A lot of them don't have foundations with money. They don't have one parent that raised them. They're raised in poverty. And then when they get to the NFL, they sign that huge signing bonus. Everybody comes after them about how to use their money, what they need to do with it. They have no experience. They got sharks around them trying to tell them everything's the right thing to do, and they're all making money off them. So the NFL has worked really hard to set up symposiums, and that's what David Tyree, my friend, does here. David was a great player for the Giants, was a star at Super Bowl 41. David works for the NFL now in helping player transition, teaching guys while they're playing how to be balanced in their life.
Talking to Roman Gabriel, we're here in New Orleans at the Super Bowl week, and about that, Kurt Warner, we were talking about him and his story. What an amazing story, and he was known for his Christian faith. And I'm thinking back through the last decade or so, it's been uncanny how many, not just in professional football, but how many guys have risen to the very top, and they've been strong Christians. I'm thinking about Tony Dungy, thinking about Kurt Warner, I'm thinking about Albert Pujols, I'm thinking about Tim Tebow. Guys like that.
Derek Fisher of the Lakers. I mean, when you talk about these,
I mean, to the very.
But it didn't used to be that way, Tim.
No, but I'm just saying. I think the Lord used these guys to get His message out, and in many ways. And
well, on this platform here, you're talking about 200 radio stations, 4,000 press members, every television network in the country, all the networks, all the individual cities too.
All right, we're going to take a break right here. We'll be back with more stories from the Media Day. Well, it's Media Day for a few days here in New Orleans. The Super Bowl week is taking place here, and we're on location today only for this special coverage. I'm Tim Wildmon with Roman Gabriel III. We'll be back momentarily. Stay with us.